Excellent. This is Jason Shadrick with PremierGuitar.com. We're at the Roland Boss booth here with Alex Hutchins, and we have a few cool Roland and Boss things to cover. But the first thing let's talk about is this amp you were just playing through here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the new Blues Cube.
All right, cool. Well, actually, it's a tone capsule. Last year, we released the Eric Johnson capsule,
Yep.
and this year it's called the Ultimate Blues Tone Capsule, which is developed with an artist called Kirk Fletcher, great blues guitarist. And yeah, it just sounds real sweet, real dynamic, and all the response that you want to get from like your typical tube amp is there, you know, and it just feels great to play.
Why don't you walk us through a couple sounds that you were demoing in that intro?
All right, so here's clean, all right, straight and simple. I can boost that. Now, if I play real soft with my thumb, you really feel that dynamic, right? When I dig in, see how it responds? And then the crunch channel is pretty cool. I can boost that as well. And this is all the sound from the amplifier.
Yep.
And finally, we've got something called dual tone, which means you're playing clean and crunch together, and that sounds really cool. It's a real powerful sound, yeah.
Yeah, right on. All right, cool. So we got the amp. Now let's move over to the new pedal, the new Waza Craft vibrato VB-2W that you have
Absolutely. But to interject, we mustn't forget our favorite little.
there. Oh yes, we have another blues clip here.
I don't know if you, am I right in the way? Probably.
We'll cover it with B-roll. Pass it down.
Presenting the fantastic. This is called the Blues Cube Hot, and it's a 30-watt version of what you just heard. Basically, a single channel with reverb and a switchable boost, and it just sounds killer, you know.
Sure.
So, yeah, if you're just running some small kind of club gigs and stuff, it's perfect.
Excellent. All right, now we can move on to the new vibrato pedal from Boss.
Absolutely. Well, essentially, you know, with the Waza line, you get a standard mode and a custom mode. So the standard mode really recreates the original analog pedal, right? There's analog circuitry in there. Couple of new things. The custom switch gives you like a wider vibrato and a bit more depth and stuff. And there's also a bypass mode. So when the pedal's off, you're bypassing the bucket brigade delay. And finally, you've got an expression pedal out, so you can really interact with the effect. So I'll basically just give you, you know, a few variations.
Yeah, please.
With it backed off, nothing. Okay, if I put the custom mode on and I turn the reverb off, you'll hear you know, a difference in the vibrato. So a little bit more aggressive. See, if I add a little drive to it. Okay, and I think, you know, for some of the jazz guys playing Les Paul and they want vibrato on the chords, you know, they don't have a vibrato arm, that sounds pretty cool as well. So like, and notice with my foot, I'm kind of going in and out with the effect. So yeah, real smooth sound.
Yeah, excellent. Well, Alex, thank you so much for showing us new stuff. We're going to move over next door here and look at the new amplifier. So thanks a lot, man.
Cheers.
Excellent. Now we're over here with Mike from Boss, and we are going to be talking about what you just heard, which is the new Waza Craft half stack.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about this amp and some of the features about it.
It's a 150 watt high gain amp. It's got 4 different channels. It has a clean channel, a crunch channel, lead 1 and lead 2. It has a 4-position attenuator switch. You can change the wattage between 1 watt, 50 watts, 100 watts, and 150 watts. It has 2 different effects loops. It's got 3 different amp modules over here, or modes if you will. It's got the Waza Craft Classic internal high gain setting, and in tone port 1 it's got the brown sound tone capsule, which is really reminiscent of the 70s and the 80s type of rock sound. And the third is an optional port where we're going to be working with new artists coming up, such as Steve Vai on the Legacy tone capsule. So it's really exciting. We also have brand new 412 cabinets loaded with 412s, obviously. They're 80 watts a piece, and the cabinet is 8 ohms.
All right, Michael, so let's hear a little more what the amp can do.
Sure.
Excellent. And when will the Waza Craft half stack be available, and what will be the price point on it?
They're looking at May, and I believe the price point on it is about $2,400 US dollars.
All right, Michael, thank you so much for showing us around. All right, we've moved over to the other side of the Boss booth here, and we're with Sarah and Jordan, and they are going to demonstrate the new vocoder pedal. So Sarah, tell us a little bit about kind of what this pedal does for people who might not be familiar with it.
Sure. So this is the newest vocoder VO-1 by Boss. It is powered by their guitar synth technology. What it allows you to do is create those classic talkbox sounds in the style of Peter Frampton, Joe Walsh, without the use of the external tube, because as we all know, after a few uses of that tube, it can become very challenging to clean it, plus carrying the talk box around can be burdensome as well.
Right.
In addition to the talk box, it also allows you to create vocoder effects, and you can choose from 2, a vintage and an advanced. Your vintage is a throwback to your old school vocoders, while your advanced gives a little more depth and clarity to that original vocoder sound.
Excellent. So can you walk, kind of flip between those 2 modes and so give us an idea of what they each sound like?
Of course, no problem. I'll start off with the vintage vocoder sound.
And then the other mode, can you show us a little of the
Yes, that one has a little more depth and clarity.
Excellent. So when will the vocoder be available, and what will be the price on it?
The vocoder currently street price is $249, and it is currently available.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, girls, for showing us and jamming for us a little bit.
Thank you.
This is Jason Chadwick with PremierGuitar.com. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all of our NAMM 2016 videos.